You know how some celebrities just can't stay out of the headlines? Well, Johnny Depp is one of those rare stars who can disappear for months and then suddenly come back into the spotlight, and this time, it's not about a movie or a lawsuit. It's about something a lot more personal, his love life. Now, I know what you're thinking. After everything Johnny's been through, the fame, the heartbreak, and that very public courtroom drama, you'd think he'd be done with relationships for good, right? But nope. Turns out, the man might just have found love again, and with someone no one expected. So, what's really going on with Johnny Depp's secret love life? Who's the mystery woman that's made him smile again? And how did this all happen so quietly that even the paparazzi almost missed it? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you're going to see a whole new side of Johnny Depp, one that fans have been waiting for. After his very public breakup with Amber Heard, Johnny went off the radar for a while. He stopped doing flashy red carpets. He didn't post about parties or luxury events. Instead, he focused on what truly makes him happy, his music, his art, and his friends. You probably saw him touring with his band, the Hollywood Vampires, just doing what he loves. Everyone thought Johnny was just taking time to heal, to breathe again after years of chaos. But here's the thing, while everyone thought he was quietly rebuilding his life, something unexpected was happening behind the scenes. Rumor has it, Johnny met someone special. And get this, she's not from Hollywood. Not an actress. Not a model. She's someone grounded, calm, and creative. Some people say she's connected to the world of art and literature, which totally fits Johnny's vibe. Can you imagine that? Two creative souls connecting over books, music, and art instead of movie premieres or parties. It's like something straight out of a romantic film. You know those moments when two people meet and instantly get each other? That's the kind of story people believe this might be. But here's where it gets interesting. The way they met? It's not your typical Hollywood love story. It's actually a lot more surprising. Turns out, the woman in question is Joelle Rich, a London-based lawyer who represented Johnny in one of his earlier legal cases. Yep, the connection started in the courtroom. Talk about an unexpected place for romance to spark. From what people close to them have said, Johnny and Joelle stayed in touch even after the case ended. Over time, that friendship reportedly grew into something deeper. She even showed up during his big U.S. trial, not as his lawyer, but simply to support him. That kind of loyalty says a lot. And let's be honest, after the chaos he went through, it makes sense that Johnny would fall for someone who stood by him when things weren't easy. Someone who didn't care about the fame or the headlines, but cared about him. Now, a lot of people might think, a movie star and a classy London lawyer? That sounds like the plot of a Netflix drama. But maybe that's exactly why it works. She's not chasing fame, and he's not playing any roles. It's just two people being real with each other. These days, they're keeping things very private. No red carpet photos, no public dates. Johnny's learned his lesson from the past, he doesn't need the world watching his every move. Instead, the two have been spotted at art shows, small dinners, and spending quiet time together in Europe. It's a refreshing change. After years of media chaos, Johnny finally seems to have found some peace. And honestly, who could blame him for keeping this new chapter to himself? Sometimes the best relationships are the ones that don't need to be shared with the world. Now here's something interesting. Relationship experts actually say that the best love stories happen when you're not looking for love. When you're focused on healing, on growing, and just being yourself. And that's exactly where Johnny seems to be right now. One psychologist even put it perfectly, after chaos comes clarity. When someone's been through emotional turmoil, they often attract partners who reflect the peace they've been seeking. That's powerful, isn't it? It makes you think that maybe Johnny didn't find love by chasing it, he found it by finding himself again first. And that's a lesson anyone can relate to. There's also a fun fact that might surprise you. Studies show that people who share creative hobbies, like music, art, or writing, are way more likely to form lasting emotional bonds. So, it totally makes sense that Johnny would connect deeply with someone who shares that same artistic spark. And looking at him now, smiling again, performing again, painting again, it really feels like he's back to being himself. Not the Hollywood version, not the tabloid version, but the real Johnny Depp. It's been a long road for him. From the heights of superstardom to the lowest points of public scrutiny, he's been through it all. And now, seeing him finally live life on his terms, privately, peacefully, and maybe even romantically, feels like a well-deserved second act. And let's not forget, this is Johnny Depp we're talking about. The man has always been full of surprises. One minute he's Captain Jack Sparrow, and the next, he's serenading fans at a small bar in Paris. So, who's to say love wouldn't find him in the most unexpected way possible? It's kind of poetic when you think about it. The man who's played some of the world's most complex characters finally getting to live a simple, genuine love story of his own. And fans can't get enough of it. Some are thrilled to see him happy again. Others are just curious, what's next for Johnny? Will we see him back in big films soon? Or will he keep focusing on music and art? Whatever happens next, it's clear he's in a better place, personally and emotionally. And that's something we can all root for. Because honestly, who doesn't love a good comeback story? Especially one that's about finding peace after the storm. Now, I want to know what you think. Do you believe Johnny and Joelle are the real deal? Do you think this relationship will last, or is it just a quiet chapter in his life before he moves on again? I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. And hey, if you enjoy stories like this, about the people behind the fame, the love stories that don't make the front page, then make sure to check out our next video. It's all about Hollywood couples who fell in love on set, and trust me, you won't believe number 3. Before you go, don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this little deep dive. It really helps the channel out. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more behind-the-scenes Hollywood stories, and ring that bell so you don't miss out when we drop a new video. Because there's always something new happening behind the cameras, and we're here to keep you in the loop. At the end of the day, it's nice to see Johnny Depp, the legend, the artist, the human being, finally smiling again. After years of chaos, it feels like he's found his calm. Maybe that's the real secret to his love life, not who he's with, but how he's finally learned to love quietly, away from the noise. And honestly, that's something we could all learn from. So, until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and don't stop believing in a little bit of magic, even in love.